Hello Friendzies, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the second video of Black History Month. Welcome to the video that's right before Valentine's Day. I got extra cued up for Valentine's Day. Also, this is the first time I've done my eyebrows with my freshly dyed hair, actually the second time. And it does look good. All the people that complimented me the other day were correct. So, let's get into our featured Black content creator of this week's video. This is Sunny Gaming. I believe it's going to be Sunny, the way it's spelled. I believe that's how you pronounce it. But Sunny Gaming, who is a cozy gamer, specifically Stardew Valley. They even say it in their pinned posts. They have it in their highlights. I started playing Stardew Valley last year when the new update came out, just like pretty much everybody else in the world. I had never played Stardew Valley before. Absolutely fell in love with Stardew Valley. It's like one of those games that now that I've played it, it's changed me. The person I am today is because of Stardew Valley. And Sunny Gaming was like such a random account for me to kind of stumble across on Instagram, but I'm obsessed with them. Their page is like helpful tips and tricks, silly memes, like information about certain items in Stardew Valley, which not necessarily is like a tip or trick, but it gives you enough information that you're learning about the item so that you can put the tips and tricks together, like you're connecting the dots yourself. I really love Sunny Gaming. I love every single post that they put out. I end up liking it. I just think that they're an absolute doll. They also made 2 separate posts about both Demetrius and Maru for Black History Month, seeing as they're the only Black characters in Stardew Valley. Make sure you're checking them out. Go give them a follow, especially if you're a Stardew Valley person. You will love their account, their Instagram. I was gonna say their posts, but yeah, also their account. Okay, so now we're in the video, and I'm gonna ideally not try to make this a super long video because everything I'm saying is pretty much regurgitated from everything I consume on the internet. But if you, for whatever reason, don't have access to the same resources I have across the internet, or for whatever reason you're not following those resources even though you have access to them, this is the first time you're seeing this kind of thing or hearing this on the internet, whatever reason, I'm here to say it because, again, this is a platform that I have. No matter how big or how small, I'm going to use it as best I can. So again, everything I'm about to say is very like regurgitated from what other people have said, but I'm still going to make a point to say it because just in case it's not something you necessarily need to hear, but somebody needs to know that this is not the channel for them, that's why I'm here to say it. The world we're living in right now, all over the world because everybody's being affected by it, but specifically if you're in the United States, where our government does not give a single shit about what we have to say, is making decisions for us because they have all of the power. Everybody, even if they haven't really ever experienced bits and pieces of poverty before, are starting to experience them. And it's getting super ooky spooky scary. Everything's been scary already if you've been paying attention, if you give a shit. Everything's been scary already. But now, even people who haven't been paying attention and don't give a shit are starting to realize how scary shit's getting. So, in the spirit of that, but also like Valentine's Day and like trying to be like silly goofy, but also trying to like be like, hey, we need to be aware of things and we need to fight back in whatever way that we can. Whether you want to believe this or not, or it sounds super cheesy and super bullshit, and you're like, yeah, okay, that's not gonna fucking do anything. Take care of yourself and fucking love yourself and do things for you. Because you cannot hate yourself more than fascists do. And we don't fuck with that here on this channel. If you are part of this channel, if you're a Friendzy, if you watch it casually, if you're finding me randomly through like YouTube suggested, you cannot hate yourself more than fascists do. Don't let that happen. Don't let that be a thing. Because these bitches want us dead. If you are not part of that 1%, because even most of the people, like, let's be really fucking honest here, most of the people that are fascist Nazi pieces of shit in this country, all over the world, but in this country specifically, because I can only really ever speak for America, aren't even part of the 1% that they're defending or standing with. They're not even part of it. So at the end of the day, they're also gonna go down. Those bitches up here are gonna take them out as well as us. We're just gonna be the stepping stones and they're gonna be doing their dirty work for them. You get it? Do not hate yourself more than fascists hate you. Don't. You have to love yourself. You have to take care of yourself. And the thing is, I get that whole, like, listen, I've grown up with, like, suicidal ideation. Like, I get it. I get it. And that whole, like, I have mixed feelings about the, like, no one will ever love you if you don't love yourself thing. Okay, all that aside, you gotta like yourself more than fascists like you. You gotta. We can't let these bitches win. We can't let them win. And it sounds so, like, because I go through this. I have this, like, mind frame sometimes where I see something saying this exact same message that I'm trying to say and being like, okay, like, that sounds kind of fake. I should be out protesting or doing this or doing this. You have to take care of yourself. You have to romanticize your life. You have to be silly goofy. Those bitches cannot stand to see me. And that's, listen, I know I'm saying that as a white woman, but, like, enjoying life, being child-free, being happy, being queer, being out and about, being loud, won't shut my fucking mouth. Those bitches hate to see me coming. You have to do it. You have to romanticize your life. You have to start picking up hobbies, whether they're incredibly useful or not. Like, a lot useful, I say. A lot of people have been saying they've been picking up, like, sewing and crochet, which is, like, super important. We all should be trying to be, like, a little bit more sustainable and things like that. But even if they're not quote unquote useful, pick up a fucking coloring book and some colored pencils. When's the last time you did that? I have hoarded, like, all of my art supplies for a year because I'm worried about, like, ruining them. But, like, the point of them is to be fucking used, right? I've been watching a streamer that I absolutely love. She's been doing coloring pages with, like, music in the background. I've been sitting while she streams and doing coloring pages. You have to do things for yourself. You have to romanticize your life. Taking care of yourself and doing things to romanticize your life and doing things that feel like silly, goofy, I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like because I don't go to protests, I'm not, like, a good ally. Doing things like that where you're taking care of yourself first helps you have the energy and empathy to help your community. And at bare fucking minimum, if you cannot go out or you don't feel safe to go out and protest or punch a Nazi in the face, take care of your community of people that can do that. I haven't done it yet, so I'm taking accountability here, but I plan to at some point buy the ingredients to make chocolate chip cookies and go bring them over to my neighbor. Because we know one of our neighbors, my older brother, and him, you know, talk shop and talk housing things about different stuff that's going on, like, with the structure of our home. But, like, he has a girlfriend next door and a son that I haven't, like, my mom and I don't interact with them at all. I'm gonna make cookies at some point and go bring it over to them and be like, hey, neighbor. And it's awkward and uncomfortable, especially if you don't usually do that, but you have to. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your neighbors and the people around you as best you can. The thing is, and I get it. I'm fucking scared to do it too, because our street, all the way up and down, it's a long ass street, all the way up and down, and all of the little, like, back roads that are connected to it, so many houses have Trump signs, or, like, a trailer that they've left parked in their front yard that they've painted Trump across the front of it. You know what I mean? It's jarring and it's ooky spooky. But we have some kind of understanding with our neighbor about, like, dealing with things when our landlord decides to be a fucking asshole, let alone anything else that, like, we might need together. We share a wall in this house. Like, we have to be some kind of neighborly. I've been doing a lot of, like, my best friend and I, literally the other day that I filmed this, like 2 days ago, went to a cup sleeve event, like a Stray Kids cup sleeve event. And it was so cute and silly because at bare minimum, like, the K-pop-ness of it aside, we gave money to a small business because it's at a cute boba shop. So we bought, like, donuts and drinks, gave money to a small business, hung out with a bunch of people that have similar interests and, like, like-mindedness, and built part of a community. And I got to hang out and bond with my best friend, which is incredible. I said this years and years ago. I don't even remember how many years ago. One of my New Year's resolutions years ago was to be, like, more involved with my friends and not let myself just be so exhausted all the time. I'm incredibly lucky, and I sit, knock on, there you go. This isn't even wood. It's an IKEA shelf, so, like, who knows if it's actually wood or just that plastic. But knock on wood, because of my new job where I'm actually, like, treated like a person, I have a lot more just, like, energy to do everything. Not just physical energy, but, like, mental and emotional energy. And I said years ago that part of my New Year's resolution was to not just be so exhausted all the time and, like, have more time for my friends and not just text them. I'm somebody that feels more comfortable texting and telling people I love them like through messages. Sometimes hanging out with people is just like a lot for my brain, no matter how much I love them. I have been making an effort as best as I can. Sometimes I can't because logistics, but as best as I can to like actually hang out with my friends, because same thing with like the community and like it takes the village kind of vibes. You can't expect the village to be there for you if you're not there for the village. So I've been working on that and I'm pretty proud of myself. I feel like I'm doing a good job. Helped one of my, actually a friend and I babysat our other friend's kids and it was very cute and fun. It's very silly. It just feels good. We had that cookie party in December. That was fun. We had my birthday party. That was incredible. We've been kind of talking about planning my other friend's 30th. That's coming up in a couple months. I'm in so many group chats for the Stray Kids concert that's coming up in June. Like, I have plans to do things with my friends and family because it's things that are going to make me happy and invigorated and want to be more active in every other part of my life. And a lot of that, I understand, comes from incredible privilege. I am a white woman. I am one of the last ones that they're going to be coming for. Queer or not, I'm one of the last ones anybody is going to be coming for. However, they will be coming for me because I'm not part of that 1% little thing. And I know I do the bullshit bare minimum, like telling you about our Palestinian families that we're still raising money for. Again, bite-sized goals. Like Rami's family has a goal of 75K, but ideally if we could get them to 8K, that would be a good first step. Everybody here, plus me, $5 minimum. This is how much money we could get. And at their current point, we could get them to 8K and over, okay? And Sajud's family, she has a final goal of $113,390. And right now they have this much. Everybody here, plus me, $5 minimum. This is how much money we can get them. My bite-sized goal is to get them to 2,500. We could get them over that, right? So this is my bullshit bare minimum. The links in the description, like the Black families that are disproportionately affected by the California wildfires, those links are there. I'm doing the bullshit bare minimum, and I feel personally for me, this is just for me, this is not anybody else. I feel personally for me being like, yeah, I gotta protect my peace and like do some coloring and romanticize my life and be silly and goofy and dance to music. Like, for me myself, sometimes I feel like I do a little too much of that and then don't like do more action, I guess. But not everybody's built for every part of protest and resistance. Anyway, I'm not going to psychoanalyze that right now. That's in my own time. That's not for this video. But at the end of the day, you cannot hate yourself more than fascists hate you. First of all, I won't allow it. Second of all, there's no way in hell those bitches are bitter as fuck. They're ugly and bitter. And you're cute and incredible. That's the point of this video. You gotta fucking love yourself. You gotta love yourself, damn it. That's funny because the heart is on this fucking hand. I didn't even do that on purpose. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta romanticize your life. You have to love yourself more than fascists hate you. You have to. Because those bitches, like I said, they're bitter, they're ugly, and they're sticking their nose in fucking everything. Ew. They're like desperate ex-boyfriends, considering like so many of them are men. Although, a lot of white women causing problems, giving us a bad name. You know, I want to punch a Nazi so bad. I'm so scrappy. I know I can't fight, but I'm scrappy as fuck, and I will cheat in a fight. So, alrighty, that's the video. It's longer than I wanted it to be, but that's the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to donate to our Palestinian families. Their links are in the description. They're right at the top there, but they're going to be right under Sunny's link for her Instagram. And don't forget to check out Sunny Gaming. Love her posts. Stardew Valley, 10 out of 10. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Spoiler alert, next week's video is talking shit. I'm so excited. And I'm talking shit about something that has kind of been like in the news and on my radar lately. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I should film that immediately after this.